Hello everyone and welcome back to Genie Crafts. In today's video, we are going to see how we can create this low poly paper bull sculpture. Recently I conducted a paid one-on-one workshop with one of my students to create the very same bull sculpture that you see on screen right now. And if you guys are interested in conducting workshops on different forms of paper art, then please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can comment on the video or you can also reach out to me on my Insta ID. So guys, let's get started for this video. So for any low poly sculpture, the first thing that you require is a template, and this template has been taken from the website animapuppy.com, which provides a lot of free templates and you can utilize them to practice on your low poly art skills. So I downloaded the template from the website and took a printout of it and decided the colors based on the colors that were already specified in the template, but it's not necessary, you can choose your own colors also. And the next step is to cut out the parts, and for which I am going to utilize this OLFA paper cutting blade with a shorter blade. So on the template you will find different numbered parts and you have to prep all the parts before you can start assembling them and create your low poly structure. So I'm going to show you process for one of the parts. The first step is to cut out the part along the solid lines. On each part you will see solid lines, one dashed dotted lines, and the other kind may be normal dashed lines, but you only need to cut along the solid lines. The dashed lines are for folding, so utilize your paper cutting knife and cut along the solid lines. The next step is to score your part, which is basically to create creases on your paper so that you can easily fold along the dotted lines. For that you can utilize any pointed tool. It can be a used ball pen, or it can be a butter knife, or it can be any blunt edge tool. I normally use this metallic pencil. A lot of people ask me where do I get this kind of metallic pencil. So basically if you have a compass at your home, you can utilize the compass also, even that will work. You just have to ensure that you are not putting too much pressure so as to break the paper or cut the paper underneath. Basically just put enough amount of pressure so that you can simply create a crease without damaging the paper. So utilize any blunt tool. You don't really need to have a metallic pencil to do this. After the crease has been created on the dotted lines, you need to fold along those dotted lines. If it's a regular dashed line, then you need to fold it inwards, also known as a valley fold. And if it's a dashed and dotted line, then you need to fold it outwards, also known as a mountain fold. It's important that you fold in the correct direction, otherwise during the assembly of the model it might create problems. It's not necessary to completely fold it very tightly. Even a slight fold will work. These are only for directional purposes. Here are all the parts that I have prepped off the camera, and now it's time to assemble the model. Normally in most of the low poly models the parts will be numbered, so you can go in the sequence, sticking 1 with the 2, then 3, then 4 and so on, but it's not necessary that the sequence is always going to work. As you build number of low poly models on your own, you start getting experience as to which parts to stick first and which part to stick later. But if you are not that experienced, then you can always go with the sequence. So one of the things that I found very challenging during the workshop that I conducted on this model is that people get confused as to where to apply the glue and where to stick it. First of all, you have to understand that every number on your model will appear twice. On one of the parts where the number is appearing, or within the same part if the number is appearing twice, then on one edge there will be no flap, it will be just a plain edge with a number on it, and then there will be another part or another edge on the same part where there will be a flap and the same number will be there. So the same numbers get connected together, one edge without flap and one edge with flap. The flaps are those thin strips along the edges that you see that I have folded where I'm applying the glue right now. So the glue always gets applied on the side on which the numbers are not written, and this flap gets attached on that side on the other part or within the same part where the numbers are written. And this is very important. People tend to reverse it, which causes problems in the model assembly. So it's important that you remember this pattern on where to apply the glue and where to paste the flap where the glue has been applied. And this process has to be followed throughout the model assembly. Basically you pick up two pieces, you connect all the same numbers When you exhaust that, then you pick up the next piece, again connect the same numbers, next piece, and next piece, and slowly your model starts assembling. At times, if it's a very open model, then you will find that the model is not showing any shape at the beginning, but do not worry, as you keep on assembling the pieces, the model will get into shape, the model will close, and you will get the right shape of the model. Just remember where to apply the glue and where to connect the flap where you have applied the glue. The sides are important. There will be one side where the numbers are written, and there will be one side where the numbers are not written. These low poly templates are created in such a way that the sides where the numbers come on the printout will never come on the outside of the model. They will always go on the inside of the model. So if by chance these numbers are appearing on the outside of your model, that means that you have made a mistake and you need to correct it, and you need to reassemble that piece, or you need to start from scratch again. So this is very important. No numbers, no captions, no lines, or no printout can ever come on the outside of a model if you are assembling your model correctly. So continue following the part numbers and follow the same pattern of applying the glue and connecting the edge and the flap together, which contain the same number, and keep connecting the parts, and slowly your low poly structure will start to form. And obviously in all low poly sculpture there are some difficult parts, so you need to be more careful with that. Difficult parts mostly are those which have very concave structure, that is like the ears, the nose, the nostrils, etc. That is where the most trouble comes, but other than that, rest of the pieces are fairly easy to connect in any low poly sculpture. So follow the procedure and complete your model, and this is how my low poly build turned out to be. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys liked the video, then please do not forget to hit the like button and share this video with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel for regular videos on paper arts. And I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye bye.